Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is Sheryl Cole. I am the wife of Eugene Cole. This is day 506. I hope in my written statement we thanked you adequately for all you have done during this case. We also wish to thank the prosecutors and the defense. Most of all, we need to thank the jurors for sifting through all the testimony and evidence and determining the only possible verdict. Guilty of the intentional murder of my husband, Somerset County Sheriff's Deputy Corporal Eugene Cole. Now, I know this is supposed to be a victim's impact statement, but with all due respect, I am not a victim. My family and I are survivors, though we wouldn't be if we hadn't been rescued by the tremendous and overwhelming support of our community, law enforcement, and the thousands that reached out to us from around the globe. The only victim is my husband. If he was able to write a statement, he wouldn't beg for anything. He'd probably even say it's no big deal. I would staunchly disagree. It is the biggest deal ever. I met him when I was barely 15. We married when I was barely 16. We fought through what we thought at the time was the worst things we could ever go through. We fought to stay together. We fought for our marriage. We did stay together, and we did stay married. Our 43rd anniversary was August 14th. I am not a widow. I will remain married to that man throughout eternity. We had no idea the horrendous times we went through together would pale in comparison to what we have to go through alone. It's corny, and I hate to be cliche, but Gene is my soulmate. I know that now because his soul is no longer on this earth, and my soul has become withered and dark. Sometimes I think it was me who died, and my hell is living in a world without him. I have to keep moving forward, for time gives me no option. I have to be here for our children, our boys, Philip, Joe, and David, and our baby girl, Jill. She is not yet married, and it's devastating that her daddy will not be walking her down the aisle. I have to be here for our kids, yet I feel useless. Thankfully, I haven't lost my dad, so I don't know how to help them with their loss. And the grandkids, Billy, Caitlin, Chris, Anna, Jameson, Allie, and Liam. How can I be both grandparents? For two of them, Allie and Jameson, Gene is the only grandfather they have. For Gene is the only father figure he has. He is 13 now. He is at the age where he needs his Bampy, and no matter how hard I try, I simply cannot be him. Then there's the great-grandkids, Kai and Aria. Gene will never know them. Even worse, they will never know him. Kai Parker Eugene Cole will carry his great-grandfather's name, but he'll never sit on his Bampy's lap as he rides around on the tractor. He'll never hear that calm tone of voice Bampy has when he's trying to teach him something, and he'll never feel the strong arms of Bampy giving him a hug. So damn much is missed. I'm not sure if my soul will ever heal. I do my best when I'm in public or around my family to smile and be happy, and most times I am. It's horrible to know that there are so many people around and yet still feel so alone. It's the actual alone time when the gnawing and clawing pain can begin to get to me. The hurt is constant. Sometimes I'm not sure I can go on. Sometimes I'm not sure if I want to. It is my belief, when faced with dire circumstances, a person's true character shows itself. A person cannot do what isn't in them to do, regardless of drugs or alcohol or anything else. The defendant has proven what is within him. The definition of the word coward is a person who lacks the courage to do or endure unpleasant things. To the defendant, the thought of going to jail was much more unpleasant than murder. The defendant is nothing but a coward, and he will never be anything else. In my mind, he is simply nothing. I will not give any of my thoughts, emotions, or forgiveness to nothing. At this time, I would like to respectfully ask the media that once this day is over, my family and I will never again have to see his face or hear his name. My time left on this earth isn't long. However, when I do go to be once again with Gene, it would give my soul some solace to know my grandkids and great-grandkids will never walk the same streets as the one who committed this vile, evil act of cowardice and selfishness. I will ask the court to ensure this will never happen by giving the maximum penalty of life in prison. I have watched him in the courtroom. Not once did I even see a glint of remorse in him. I understand he's been off drugs since his capture. This is not a remarkable nor a mitigating factor. He's been incarcerated. Drugs aren't easily attainable when you're incarcerated. I know this ordeal is tragic for his family. I worry about them and I pray for them. I do hope they take advantage of him getting to have life. I hope they visit often. I hope they laugh. I hope they love. I hope they revel in the fact their loved one gets life and treasure every minute of it. As for me and my family, we must live with the daily torture of knowing we will never again be able to do the same. Please allow us and my husband, Corporal Eugene Cole, to finally rest in peace. Thank you, Your Honor.